If you're looking to rank better so that you can get more customers from the search engines, you're in the right place. This is a multi-part series teaching you what you can do so that you as a business owner don't need to pay the high fees of a local SEO company, but you can still get the benefits. This book, Small Business, Big Visibility, Local SEO Made It Easy, also teaches a lot of the same stuff we're teaching in these videos. So you can go check it out, buy the copy of the book if you're interested, or watch the series to gain the insights you need to be able to start outranking your competitors. Now, today we're talking about your Google business profile and what you can do on an ongoing basis to move that up once you already have one so that you get more customers from Google all day, every day. Now, if you don't know, the Google business profile is the piece you can go in to Google, fill out your business information, and then you start showing up in the map when somebody's looking for your products or services locally. This is a powerful tool, and a ton of business happens inside of that map hack. So if you haven't filled one out, go watch the video where we talk about that with some pointers and tips on how to fill it out correctly so you don't get in trouble with Google. If you've already got one, great. Also, you do need to do things on an ongoing basis to be successful. So here we're going to talk about some of those. The first is there's a section inside your Google business profile where you can go in and you can fill in called updates. And updates are you as a business owner can go in and you can put information out. You can put like images, you can put little messages in text, you can link to places, you can put offers and promotions up, and Google expects you to do that on an ongoing basis. In fact, there's some suggestion out there that you should be doing that at least once per week. Now the question becomes, if I'm supposed to do that once a week, what am I going to put on there? That is a really great question, and there's a ton of different directions you can go on it. We're going to cover a couple of ideas. So the first, do you run promotions on a regular basis? If so, that can be a great place to put the word out about that promotion. That's just one thing. Google does allow you to add an image. So occasionally you can showcase the kind of work you're doing in that update. You can put a picture in there showcasing maybe you did a recent job and you took a picture of it and it looks amazing. You can showcase that. The coolest though is, let's say that you're writing a blog article. If you haven't watched our video on blogging in this series, go check that out as well. But if let's say you wrote a blog article and you answered a question your customers have. Maybe you're a plumber and you're in Boise, Idaho, and your customers are always asking, should I go with PEX or should I go with copper or should I go with some other material when I'm repiping my house? And you wrote a whole blog article on that and you posted it. You can come into your Google business profile and put that link to that article and say, hey, have you ever wondered if you should put copper or PEX? Find the right answer for you today. You can put a picture, then link back to your blog. Now you've used that space effectively to talk about what you're talking about in your business already, and it's good quality material that relates to your ideal customers, building trust with your customers, building trust with Google, and you're being consistent out in the world. So that's just one area, one thing you can do with your Google business profile on an ongoing basis. So make sure once a week you're going in and adding a new status update at least. Now, people ask, can I do more than once a week? Absolutely. Now, there is a law of diminishing returns with that. If you were to go on there every 10 minutes and put a new status update, that's probably too frequent. If you're going on there once a year and putting one on there, it's probably not frequent enough. Once a week, twice a week, somewhere in there, that'll be great. You find your own cadence. Now, the next section is you can go in, you can add photos to your Google business profile. If you have a job site or any of that kind of things where people come and they see your storefront, you can add photos there on a regular basis. Highly, highly, highly recommend doing that. It keeps it fresh, keeps it new. Google likes that, and it adds more content around your profile, which can be helpful. Next thing you should be doing is you should be asking your customers for reviews. It can be a little awkward, especially if you haven't built a process around it. But it's absolutely critical. If you go out and you do a search on the search engines and you see a company that has one review, you're like, I don't know if I want to do business with them. But if they have 20, 30, 40, 100 reviews, 1,000 reviews, does that make it feel like they're a little more trustworthy? Now, when you're asking for reviews, there's all kinds of strategies of things you can do or say. Sometimes it can be helpful to talk to the customer and help them understand what they can or can't do with their review. Google loves it if customers put pictures up in the review. Most customers don't realize that. So you can tell them, hey, yeah, Google allows you to put a picture up. It's great if you describe what you bought from us, the kind of service we provided, any of that, so that they understand what can go into it. Now, do not write the review for them. That's the customer's job. Make sure it's the customer doing their job so you're not getting yourself in trouble, but you can help educate them on what goes into a review, what can go into a review, what they should or shouldn't say in reviews. There's some things they cannot mention in a review. Did you know that? And if they mention those kinds of things in a review, Google actually may pull that review and hide it from the world, even if it's a great review, and even if you approved it yourself, and you're like, that would be the most amazing review ever, Google. If it doesn't match their guidelines, they're going to pull it. So make sure you understand so you can help educate your customers to leave reviews that Google's going to like. So again, add photos to your Google Business Profile, get reviews, and add updates to your Google Business Profile on a regular basis if you want to rank better. Now, as a bonus, what happens when someone leaves a bad review? We talked a little bit about that in another video in this series, but bad reviews are not the end of your business by any stretch. Every single review, you have an opportunity to go in and respond to that review. And you can leave a message as a part of that and tell your side of the story. So if you have a crazy, which they exist, everybody's dealt with crazy people sometime in their life. If you have a crazy that's out there and they're just causing all kinds of problems for you and they leave a 1-star review, you can just say, hey, you hired us on this day. We did all the work. When you filed your complaint with us, we went in and we made it right. We refunded your money. We did everything we possibly could to fix the situation. We're sorry you weren't satisfied and hope you find the right people at some point in the future. That's the kind of stuff you can do to combat the bad reviews and help Google in order to like you as a business better. You just keep doing those same things over and over. Be consistent. Don't be afraid of the 1-star reviews because they help actually humanize your business so that customers, when they do see them, can see that you're still a reasonable human that does your part to do your best, and it can actually make them want to do business with you.